just wrapping up week 1. Congratulations. So today is our very first weigh-in, and after we do the weigh-in, we have some standings, and we're going to see how you guys did. We have our first standings. Who thinks they're in first place? Some of you guys are like, me. It's me. Some of you,
it's me.
Definitely not me.
$198.2.
Weight for Heather Korn is 226.8.
Hi, I'm Heather Knott, 257.8 pounds.
That's what, 206.8. 206.8.
Good morning, Carmen. Here we go. Good morning, Miss Carmen. Here is my weigh-in.
In 13th place, down 1.2 pounds, 0.6%, Kia.
All right.
Yay, yeah!
In 12th place, down 4.8 pounds, 2%, Zach.
Yay.
In 11th place, down 3.2 pounds, 2.17%, Corey.
Ooh.
In 10th place, down 6.2 pounds, 2.66%, Heather C.
Ooh.
In 9th place, down 5.4 pounds, 2.86%, Myrna. In 8th place, down 4.4, 2.9%, April. In 7th place, down 7.8 pounds, 2.93%, Heather N. In 6th place, down 6.3 pounds, 2.95%, Odessa.
Nice job, Odessa.
In 5th place, down 5.5 pounds, 3.41%, Pam.
Nice job.
In 4th place, down 5.2 pounds, 3.46%, Catherine.
Yeah.
Thank you.
In 3rd place, down 8 pounds, 3.66%, Afia.
All right.
We have our 2 very competitive men right now who are thinking, all right, am I in first or second? In 2nd place, down 11.4 pounds, 5%, Ken. And in 1st place, down 13.6 pounds, 5.42%, Jerry.
Nice job.
Congratulations, everybody.
Good job, team.
0.4% separate first and second
Wow.
place. Like so close. And then a whole bunch of you guys were in the like less than 1%, literally separated 2nd through 12th place. Awesome job. Awesome job. Amazing job. That means we made some fat cells scream. That means we said goodbye to the extra fluff, and we are on our way. Like week 1 is done, week 1 is down, and Yeah, in the first phase, that means we only have 11 weeks left, which is crazy. So what I want to talk to you guys about this week is your vision. Your vision for who you're becoming. Your vision for where you're going. In 20 years of working with people, the biggest thing that stops most people from succeeding is a lack of vision. A lack of vision. What got us to where we were, what got us to where we're at right now with our health is a lack of vision. For some of you that have had a lot of success in business, but you haven't had success in your health, it's probably because you had a vision for where your career was going. You had a vision for where your bank account was going. You had a vision for the house you were going to have. You had a vision for the money you were going to make, the finances. You had a vision for that stuff. Whatever you have a vision for, and if you look at the areas of your life that are going above average, it's typically because you have a vision or had a vision for that area. When you look at the areas that aren't going so great, it's because we either lost the vision, we had one but we don't anymore, or we don't have a vision at all for where we're going. And your vision is like the coordinates. So I want you to imagine a GPS for a moment. A GPS is an amazing, it's an amazing invention. It's one of my favorite inventions. It saves me a lot of time. But a GPS, so if I turn my phone on and I pull up my GPS and I go start driving right now, I don't enter any coordinates and I just start driving. What's my GPS gonna do? I have it up, it's right here, it's up on my screen, and I just put it on my dashboard. I didn't enter a coordinate, but it's up here. What's it gonna do?
It just shows you where you are.
It follows me around. It doesn't yell at me. It doesn't tell me to turn around. It doesn't tell me I made a wrong turn. It doesn't tell me how long it's gonna take to get there. It just follows me around. That's all it does. It shows me on the map where I'm at and what's around me. But what happens the moment I put coordinates? What happens the moment I put a destination into the cell phone?
You get directions.
It gives me the route. It says tolls, avoid tolls, the slow route, the fast route. And it gives me the route in which to take to get to the destination. Now, what happens along the destination if I make unplanned stops?
Reroute.
It reroutes, and most often it adds time, right? It adds time to how long it's going to take me to get there. So your vision is your coordinates to where you're going. It's your coordinates. But most of us have been running around saying things like, I want to lose weight. I want to get healthy. This is my year. I'm going to do it. I'm going to lose this amount of weight. But nothing becomes dynamic until it becomes specific. And some of you have heard that phrase before, and it's one of those cliche phrases that people can spout off. But when we actually dissect that phrase, nothing becomes dynamic until it becomes specific. What does specific mean to you guys? Like, what does specific mean to you? If I were to ask you, what does that mean? Bullet points.
To the point.
It's what?
To the point.
To the point, okay.
Specific for me is measurable, something I can measure, you know.
Something you can measure.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. So when you put the coordinates in, it tells you turn by turn how to get there. And here's the thing about your brain, okay? Your brain does not know the difference between a truth and a lie. Okay? Your brain doesn't know. Like, it literally does not know that the difference between a truth and a lie. I thought I hated working out. You want to know when I stopped hating working out? When I stopped telling myself I hated it and I started saying I liked it. When I would go downstairs to work out and I would start singing, because I was a psychology major and I learned this in school, but somehow I forgot it in life and I wasn't applying it. And so when I started singing before the workout, my brain was like, oh, she must like this. Listen, your brain's job is to move you. Your brain, literally, I don't know if any of you guys have ever studied the brain, But your brain's job is to move you closer to what you want and to keep you away from pain. Your brain's job literally is to move you away from things that are going to cause you pain. This is why for some of you that struggle with like people pleasing and other people's opinions, you're afraid to step out and do something. You're afraid to talk about something because you fear this, like what people are going to say. That's why some of you that have had businesses in the past and they failed are afraid to start another one because you're afraid of, what if I fail again, right? And so your brain only knows what you tell it. So when I wanted to become, in the beginning, it was a skinny chick. I didn't care. I did not even know what fit meant, and I didn't want to be fit. I didn't want to be healthy. I had been morbidly obese, and I just wanted to be skinny. I wanted someday somebody somewhere to call me skinny. Eventually, I realized, no, I don't want to be skinny. I want to be healthy because there's a difference. But in the beginning, I just wanted to be skinny. My vision for myself was to be a blonde on a beach in a bikini with my husband. You know, the commercial where the chick's running down the beach. In my vision, it's me and my husband on a beach. I am there without a cover up on, confidently standing there in a bikini because I was never able to wear one. You know, just nowadays, all kinds of chicks wear bikinis. I didn't grow up in the day where that happened. So as a morbidly obese chick, you wore a bathing suit and a cover up, and I never took the cover up off. Like literally, just it always stayed on. And you know, Andy from season 1. Him and his wife Peggy lived on a lake. He would go out on the boat and never take his shirt off because he was so uncomfortable in his body. So my vision was, this is the chick I'm going to be. I'm going to be the blonde in a bikini on the beach with my husband. Well, if I continue to think like a morbidly obese chick, am I ever going to become the blonde in a bikini? Never. And so I had to become the skinny blonde chick in a bikini in my brain long before my body caught up. I had to become her in here long before I ever walked that out. And I did used to have platinum blonde hair. Some of you are like, did you ever have blonde hair? Yes, for many years, like a lot of years, I did. And then my hairdresser accidentally made a mistake and fried it all, and I had to go back around. So one of these days, I'll show you guys a picture of the before and after, because some of you haven't seen that yet. So what is your vision? If failure wasn't an option, if your fairy godmother came down today and could put you in any body, what would it be? What would it look like? Where would you shop? What would vacations with your spouse look like? What would weekends with the kids look like? What would your wardrobe look like? What would your lingerie wardrobe look like? What would your sex life look like? When you are asked the question, if failure wasn't an option, what would my health look like? I want you to process that out loud for just a minute or two. What would that look like? If you were allowing yourself to dream and you were allowing yourself to think from a place of faith, not fear, what would that look like?
So I actually, the self-admission that I have not done this for, you've hit so many points today that I thought were amazing, because it's exactly how I feel about things. I've never in my life made my health a priority because, you know, like you said earlier, I don't know that I ever thought that I had an issue. Like for real, I told my wife this the other day. She's like, when I was taking these photos and saying, wow, I don't even know who that person is. And she's like, yeah, I mean, it's you haven't really changed much. And I'm like, you don't understand. I hear music when I walk. Like I'm like, I don't see myself as a fluffy person. I see myself as, you know, a big guy, you know. My vision is simple. It's the same way I run my business. It's the same way that I've built my life. It is, I'm going to lose 70 pounds. I'm going to be 180 pounds. I'm going to wear a size 32 pants. I haven't been that size and I can't even remember how long. I've always been an athlete. I've played 3 sports in high school. I've built my world, my entire existence on goals, planning. I've already cut out the dude that I want to look like. As weird as that sounds, it's the same way that I started my career. I cut out little huts in Tahiti and said, one day I'm going to visit that place. I'm gonna spend the night on this grass hut on the water, and I'm gonna make X amount of dollars one day, and I need to scale how that's going to happen. And I'm going to put my kids through college, and I'm going to make sure they don't have any financial burden. And I'm going to do these things. I have never said I'm going to do this for me until 1 week ago. 1 week ago, I said, I'm winning this daggone thing. I'm not going to be beat. Sorry, Ken. I know you had a great week, brother. Keep packing a lunch every week. I mean, it's hard work to beat me. I'm just kidding you, man. I wish you the best every week. But that's my vision, guys. I'm very clear. It is my time. It is my time to impose my will on myself. I impose my will on the business community, on the financial community, on what I do successfully every day. At least I try to. I fail every day. I fail forward all the time. I'm going to fail forward with this, and it's just going to get better, and it's going to get better. And I'm going to get to 180 pounds, and I'm going to lose 70 pounds over this thing. And I'm going to get to a size 32, hopefully. And that's my plan. And I cut the model out, and let's see, let's go. I'm ready to ride.
This vision work, I really need to work on that. So it's going to take time to really hone in and get specific on what I want. But just some preliminary ideas are that I would love to have a dancer body. That's part of the reason why I chose Bar Blend. I'm only 5'2", and so it's tricky because I have believed that you're big boned sort of thing, and we come from like German Nordic stock, like these thick Midwestern people, but not everyone in my family is that way. So certainly not, but I am, and so but I have to get to where I can believe that that's not my destiny. So I would like to have a long, lean, strong dancer body. I want to be really strong. And I will have clothes that actually fit me, as opposed to jeans that I'm having to constantly pull up because they're not the right size. One thing that I have started doing is, a while ago when Krista Joy was rocking season 3, and I was so proud of watching her. I saw that episode of where you had everybody, maybe this is a spoiler. No, you talked about Pinterest, making Pinterest boards. And so I started doing that, and it was so inspirational, and I really enjoyed doing that. And I'm looking forward to looking at the celebrities. But one thing I did do was I have started a list in my phone, and the title of it is I'm looking forward to. And just a few of the things on the list so far. And I just keep adding to it. But I'm looking forward to liking my legs again. I'm looking forward to feeling like my knees are cute. I'm looking forward to my wedding ring fitting again, because I can't wear my wedding ring right now. My fingers are too thick. My hands are too swollen. I am looking forward to being out of the danger zone for diabetes, looking forward to having healthy cholesterol levels. It's interesting, even on this list, it says, I'm looking forward to comfortably fitting into a size medium. Like, to me, even that sounds good. But I obviously need a stronger vision. So I can keep reading my list, or I can end it there. But, looking good in shorts, actually, wearing a vintage nipped waist dress. those are all things that make me happy to think about.
Hi. So I think for me, it's like, I think I've always kind of had a vision of who I wanted to be, because I just want to get back to who I used to be. Like I said, I never really had a huge weight issue. I sat comfortably between a size 4 and 6 most of my life up until I got sick, and then I was on prednisone for that year. So, you know, I think I look back at pictures even when I didn't love myself, and I'm like, man, my arms looked, I have a picture holding my daughter at the zoo, and my arms were just looking really good, like just holding my kid, you know, like toned and fit. And I believe in, like, I have a clothing subscription that I do religiously, because of all the networking things that we go to in the galas. And so I already have a closet full of goodies that I just want to put them on and know, like, I want to confidently order those clothes and know that I don't have to order 6 evening gowns to make sure one fits. I have a joke that we have a cooking show that we do. And so I always say every time I'm on there, I'm like, hey, Food Network, nice to see you. Thanks for tuning in today. So I always have this joke. So part of this was to my friends. I was like, you know, I got to be ready when Food Network calls me. I got to make sure that I look good. Like, I don't want to have to be like, give me 6 months to get my life together. I want, like, to just be like, yeah, I'm ready. And I know I look good in my coat. I would love to have my flat stomach back, you know? I would love for my arms to be toned and not just flabby, like little things like that. I'd love to not have to hop into my jeans every night, so little things. But I definitely feel like a vision board is necessary. And I agree, Carmen, with what you said too, that I make vision boards for all kinds of things. You know, I make vision boards for my business and my kid and my house and all the things that we need to do. But I've never made a vision board for this. I think I just kind of accepted, especially because I'm religious. I try not to complain about stuff. So I feel like if this is the one cross that God's given me to bear is to have transverse myelitis, and this is just for me, and I just need to embrace it, and I'm going to get used to tell a story, and it's going to be okay. Like the stuff that you use to, like, justify, how you use the Bible to justify your, like, negative thing. And now I'm just like, but this is not okay because I don't want to be like this. I don't feel good like this.
My vision, no fupa. I want to have defined arms. So when I pick something up, it looks like I'm flexing, but I'm not. I want to go parasailing with my husband and love the way that I look when I do it. My gym has an in-body scanner where it measures, it does like a body analysis. And on the composition analysis where I've been on the high side, I want that to be on the healthy side. My visceral fat, it used to be like off the charts. So there was like a low and then the average and then the high, and mine went beyond the high. So now I can see it on the scale. So I know my number has to be under 10. So I have that as my specifics, and I'm gonna find out for my height, what my body composition, give me some numbers for the guide. Personally, I'd like to be a size 4. I don't know how that's gonna look like on me, but I'm gonna do what you said and look up celebrities or see the different body types and know more specific what I want.
What my vision is, and I'm trying to hold it all back here, guys, but this is really why I'm here. My vision is to get to 125 pounds, at least. If I can go more, I'm going to. But right now, if I can be 125 pounds, I know I can be healthy. I'll no longer be overweight. I'm still considered overweight. I am overweight. And that's really the goal that I'm heading in. I'm heading for long-term health and getting all the skills that I know that this group is going to provide. And Carmen, I know that you can provide, so that I can do this long-term and never be caught up in that issue again. So those are my goals. Do I need to get them down even more so? Absolutely. All of this stuff, Carmen, that bikini that I take my pictures in, all of these things have been hammered out. I had another procedure that I was scheduled for in April of this year. I was honestly going to go in and I was going to have a tummy tuck and I was going to have a breast reduction. That day, when I was lucky to be alive, I said, I'm canceling that procedure and I'm going about this the other way, because there's no way that I could ever put my body through that. It doesn't mean that at some point it won't happen. It's just where I'm at right now. I'm not mentally in a place that I could ever do that to my body. And physically, I just need to get it healthier. I need to get the rest of this weight off. I need to get my mind back to where it needs to be so that I can be so mentally strong. And I am. I've come so far. The first month was difficult. After that, I'm good, but I'm still working on me. So that is the direction that I'm heading in. I'm heading in the direction of my journey to get my health in order. And yes, to get my butt size down too.
Okay. For me, it's going to be doing my goal for me and not about what I do want, not about what I don't want. So I kept all my skinny clothes. I still have them. They're still in style because I have, a style that's mine. I'd like to get back down into size 6, but more than the size or the number is I need to feel good and I need to feel strong in my own body. When I crushed that vertebrae in my back and went flat out, they mismanaged how I was to get better. And so I've taken them out of the equation and I'm getting myself better with all the puzzle pieces. And this is definitely one of them. And to be perfectly honest, in 25 years, I do not want to be my mother. I mean, I am taking care of my mom right now, and she just never exercised. She doesn't want to change anything about what she eats. She wants the doctor to give her a pill, and that's her style. That's what she's done. That has not worked out very well for her at all. And I am really strong, and just being able to get back into the gym and doing the exercises, it feels great. I really like it. And I'm going to continue on. I did a lot of traveling this weekend, and it would be really nice to have all my clothes in all 3 places. So all I got to do is get in the car. I don't have to bring anything. I don't have to worry about what's going to fit, or I'm going to get there and, the clothes aren't going to fit. That would be really nice to know that I'm one size and then just stay there. Let's just do this and be done with it. And it won't matter what clothes are there because your clothes cover your body. And if your body is smoking hot, you're going to look good.
My health, if there were no barriers, I'm 5'6", so I would love to weigh 150 pounds and wear a size 5. I haven't worn that size in a very long time. I would like to have one chin. Yeah, and wear shorts and dresses and skirts and feel confident because I don't like my legs. I want to finish my schooling and start my career. I want to set goals and fulfill those promises that I have made to myself, and I have constantly let myself down by not fulfilling those. And I do have some, I guess, disappointment in myself that I haven't, proven to myself that I can set a goal and achieve it. I mean, I have in some ways, but obviously in some big ones, I haven't. I've let myself down. I want to go on vacation in Oregon or in the redwoods and be in nature, just beautiful nature, and not be so uncomfortable because of my weight. I want to garden on the weekends and ride bikes and go to farmers markets and feel like I belong there, because I always feel like I stand out. I don't want to stand out in my family photos. I want to feel normal. I want to be a normal size and feel like I fit in. I'm the biggest one in all my family pictures, and I don't like it.
For me, I'm looking back to your question. If failure wasn't an option, what would my health look like? And for me, I guess, because we've kind of talked about our goals, but for me, it's being strong, right? Physically strong, being confident, like feeling the confidence when I walk into the room and not being self-conscious because can you see my belly, right? I wear these peplum shirts, right, to cover my belly. So just walking in a room and owning it. I am a a leader in business, but I always have to really think through all my outfits, as Corey was mentioning, all my outfits, what Spanx am I gonna wear in order to get up there and look presentable and not have rolls showing. So for me, it's having that confidence that comes from within, but also comes from externally, and just being able to wear what I need to wear, what I want to wear, and not be afraid of what people are saying or thinking. And then the other is just to be healthy, right? I've never, ever in my 45 years of living been small. So, it's always interesting when you hear people say, oh, I want to get back to where I've been like this height since I was 12. I've been this pretty much this size. I mean, I'm probably smaller now than I was. And so for me, it's getting to a place that I've never, ever been, and trying to visualize that. I want to be thin. I want to be healthy. I want to be svelte. I want to be all of those things, but I don't want to be a rail, right? I love the fact that I am 5'10", almost 5'9" and 3/4, and I am strong, and I am a powerhouse, and I intimidate people when I need to, right? I like that. I do, because I'm in sales, and I like my commanding presence. I don't want that to leave, right? That's something that I'm proud of. But within that, I don't want to be a wallflower. I don't want to fade into the background. I want to stand out, and I want to stand out because of my strength, my confidence, and being healthy.
Earlier on this call, you mentioned looking up celebrities who were our height and seeing how much they weigh. I don't know how many names I have written down here, 12, 14. 13 of those 14 are too skinny. But the one who is in the range that is exactly half my weight when I started, I cannot complain. That woman's name is Beyonce Knowles. I will not be mad about looking like Beyonce Knowles at all. You've also said, we really don't have, we're not big boned, but the women in my family are bigger on the bottom than we are on the top. I can't tell you how many times they've criticized my sister for being too skinny. And she was only skinny from here up. When she stood up, we're thick on the bottom. So, Beyonce's a little bit thick on the bottom. I ain't gonna be mad about that if I look like that. So exactly half my start weight is 132.8 pounds. And that is less than I weighed when I got married. And I was not slender when I got married, but I was skinny from the waist up. So my goal size, if failure were completely off the table and not an option, my goal size would be a single digit. I started 9th grade wearing a girl's 14. I mean, like a 6X to 14. The cute little dresses? I wore the top end of the cute little girl clothes when I started 9th grade. By the time I was out of 9th grade, I was in a size 9. I never had a middle. I went from being a little bitty to thunder thighs. And actually, that's what my dad called me for years. So I'm going to get down to a single digit size, and that will include the garments that I buy for the bottom half of my body.
So April and I actually started this journey together, as most of you know from, all of you have heard it. When we got sick last year, it was just an opener. Jerry, I can totally relate, just going around, looking music. It's like, snapping the finger, looking good, and then coming to reality is, yeah, that was then, this is now. And we really started a journey for health. And we worked on a vision. April and I went away in November last year and started painting a vision for what we wanted. In Carmen, Coach Carmen, the first vision that happened was being a part of this. So that was number one for health. Number two, laying this out. So my vision, my health will improve: lungs, heart, and stomach. I will look good for my wife. My ideal size is being the man that my wife married. When we got married, I was 170 pounds and super fit. We met in college. I was a collegiate athlete. Just going back to who I was. I want to play with my grandkids. I will make me a priority. I will look good, feel good, so I can keep doing good.
So my vision for myself is that I would be a 6, that I would have a toned body. I really, I have had in the past a really toned body with toned legs, and I would like to have that and be consistent with it. And I would like to really, and I will have just a healthy body where I will be strong, and just that I will I'll just have a strong body, and I will have the health that I want. And again, just a different mindset to be healthy and what I'm doing. I do like someone was saying about the arms and just really having those toned arms, to not have that in my face, and to have just this right size body and everything that I will feel good, just feel good in my body and feel good everywhere I go and what outfits I'm wearing, and just to be just really strong and healthy in every way.
Yeah, so this has all been really great, really inspiring, and I'm excited to have a vision, because when I was younger, I definitely had a vision, and there have been wonderful things that have come true in my life, like meeting Kia and our wonderful family that we have now. But I had really big dreams, and I came from a small town, and I was really involved in acting and writing and all this stuff, and I was easily the most confident and magnetic person I knew, and I was just brimming with confidence, and over time there have been setbacks, and there have been attitudes in my family and around certain people, and I feel like I've been tamping down my confidence, and I've been numbing myself with food and comfort items and things like that, and hoping that person would return, and Kia and I have often talked about this idea about imposter syndrome, and just feeling like in certain situations, like, oh, I feel like an imposter in this situation. And what I realized was that, like, in this body, I am an imposter. Like, this isn't who I am at all. And I want to get back to that person. I want to get back to that person that Kia fell in love with, sort of a little bit more brash and confident. Yeah, I just don't want to make excuses anymore. I don't want to have bad habits anymore. I would like to weigh between 165, 170. I'd like to wear a medium-sized shirt. I'd like to wear no shirt. I think I'm tired of making myself small because it's made myself big in my actual body, and I don't want to do that anymore. And there's a great Anthony Hopkins quote. Find the video somewhere. It's I have it written on my wall. He had this thing. He says, "Believe, believe, and believe. Even if you don't believe, play the game of belief." And that's carried me through lately, and I just need to lean into that more.
My vision for myself: I'm turning 55 this October, and I'm going to be the best weight, the strongest, most flexible I have been in my entire life. I'm going to look like a fitness model. I have pictures all over my house. I want to do a pop-up in the surfboard in my bikini. I have my plan 84 days to go away. Health and fitness, I'm coming for you. 121 pounds down, 21 pounds to go. And that's it.
That was amazing. Awesome job to every single one of you. And I love, like, it's a great start. And so some of you obviously have thought about this more than others, but that's okay. It's about, like, your vision is always evolving. It's always evolving. And because you're always changing, the person you are currently en route to who you're going to become. And here's the truth. I'm still en route to who I'm becoming. The person you're becoming, it's never a destination. It's a journey. The problem most people make is they think everything's a destination. No, it is a journey, because you're never staying the same. You're either moving forwards or backwards. And so this vision, as you begin to develop one, and it becomes this little pipsqueak, and then you continue watering it. As you water it, it will continue to grow. It'll continue to grow. Like, literally, when your vision is strong enough, you will do whatever it takes to succeed. And so what is standing between you and every single goal you have yet to accomplish is a vision. It's the vision. And it's our job to be the builder of our vision, not to sit on the sidelines and hope somebody else hands it to us, or to sit on the sidelines and go after somebody else's vision. No, like, your vision is your vision. And it's okay that it's not my vision and it's not so-and-so's vision. It is okay that it's your vision and that it's unique to you. That's the beautiful thing about it. It was given to you to be yours. And so as we're coming into week two, one of the things as you're developing this vision is everything you're doing, everything you put in your mouth, everything you drink, every action you do or don't do, it's asking yourself this question: does this get me closer to my goal, closer to my vision, or does it get me further away? Literally every decision. Does skipping this workout get me closer to my goal or further away? Does hitting the snooze button get me closer to my goal or further away? We're focusing on our vision. We're building our vision. We're running everything we do through the question of, does this line up with my goals or does it not? Remember, you were built, you were made, you were literally made to do hard things. Literally, you were built for it. Like a Lamborghini was built to go fast. A Lamborghini was built to run a certain way. It was designed that way, just as you were designed. You were designed to do hard things. And literally what you're doing is changing the course of your life. It's changing the course of your family's life. The choices, the steps, the actions, the decisions you're making right now are going to touch so many lives. They're going to, your decisions, your actions are going to inspire people, because somebody's always got to go first. There's always got to be a light on a hill for all the world to see. And by you guys stepping up and stepping out, you are being that light on a hill.